Hey everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss any new uploads. And if you like this review, please do share it with others. And don't forget to drop a like and leave your comments below. This is Green Lanterns number 56. Came out a few months ago. And first off, I have to address the cover. Really, I don't like it that much, but this was when DC was doing their whole foil cover phase not too long ago. So, there's that. I just think Hal Jordan's head is a little bit too bigger than his body. But that's not really important. Let's get into the story. So this is part 6 of Dan Jurgens' run on the last of Green Lanterns. We open up at Space Sector 0, the planet Mogo. Alright, by this time, Simon Baz has returned. He knows now that it wasn't totally his fault for what happened, but he's still blaming himself for everything that's taken place. If you haven't read this, then you can go back and look at my previous videos, and hey, go to your local comic shop and check all these comics out. Get the whole run that from, I think it's from 50 to 57. So he blames himself, and now he's back on the planet Mogo, which now it's snowing, and it doesn't normally snow there. He finds out that Hank Henshaw is back there, and he's taken the Corps as prisoners. Now, if you don't know who Hank Henshaw is, this dude is known as the Cyborg Superman. That's all I know about him, really. I don't have that much information on him. So, Kilowog, Hal Jordan, and Jessica Cruz and plus other members of the Green Lantern Corps are being held in stasis. During that time, Henshaw is bantering back and forth with him, taunting the Corps, but the original Green Lantern of Earth, Hal Jordan, has an ace up his sleeve right here. He says, "You get control of our rings when we recharge them. I haven't, which means I can fight back." And so Henshaw, not being one to be outdone, uses the other ace up his sleeve, the guy named Eon, who tries to reinforce the stasis field. But then the Ravagers, who the Green Lantern Corps wants to banished on a planet as a form of justice, say they want that they want to pay him back. Anyways, everything starts to ensue, and all of a sudden, Jessica Cruz's ring starts acting up, and Henshaw says, Your rings do as I command. So he still has control over their power rings. And I've got to admit, the artwork here, especially with the bridge of Hal Jordan's nose, very good. Very good. But then we see a figure down here in these corridors on Mogo. It's Simon Baz. Now, previously, Jon Stewart was injured and put in the mental ward. Not mental ward, but the ICU there on Mogo. Now, he could have been killed off, but I'm guessing DC did not want to do that because, this character, Jon Stewart, has taken a lot more pain and suffering from the bad guys than most of the Green Lantern Corps has. At least it's documented in comics anyway. Plus, if he was killed off, there would be a major uproar among the fans. Because when it comes to the Green Lantern Corps, there are those like myself who love Hal Jordan. There are those who love Kyle Rayner. There are those who love Jon Stewart. There are those who love Guy Gardner. And especially if they killed off Jon Stewart, I'm sure somebody would make some big issue about it that would cause a huge stir, and I'm not going to even speculate about that. So Simon Baz gets him back up off the recovery bed. He speeds up his recovery, but he's still not at the 100%, Meanwhile, Hank Henshaw and Eon, they're still attacking the Green Lantern Corps. And I believe that's Kyle Rayner right there. Who accidentally hits Kilowog over the head. And even though he's the bad guy, Henshaw does bring up a good point. He says, word is that you Lanterns are totally, completely fearless. I call bull. And that's true. That I think that is a common misconception about the Lanterns, that they're fearless. They deal with fear, they face fear, but they're not fearless. This is another way for Hank Henshaw to bait him. But he goes after Hal Jordan, says, in fact, I know exactly what scares you the most, Jordan. Me. So he goes into this whole tirade. Don't you love it how villains explain what they're going to do before they do it? He goes into this whole tirade about how he destroyed Coast City, left it atomized, killing 7 million people. And then Simon Baz and Jon Stewart come back into the picture. They attack the Ravagers, and I love this part here. Jon Stewart says, no rings, Baz. it'll attract attention. And Simon says, you don't have to tell me. More satisfying this way. I can use this. And he's referring to a gun that he has here in his hand. Which, if you don't know, back before Scott Snyder rebooted the Justice League comic book, Batman confiscated Simon Baz's only gun. And ever since then, Baz has not felt totally whole. I mean, he loves having the power ring, yes. But there's just something about having that little extra bit of firepower that I think helped him out. So, anyway, Hank Henshaw goes on this tirade again about how he hates unfinished business, basically threatening to go back to Coast City and kill everybody again. Jordan's like, don't even think about it. And then Jon Stewart, Simon Baz come in, guns a-blazing. And I love this from Simon Baz. This is Kryptonian science. It says, I can. And he goes, bam. And I honestly think that Guy Gardner had a crush on Jessica Cruz. Because she says, Simon, see, I told you he wouldn't betray us. And Gardner says, point made, Cruz. Never happier to be wrong. And if you don't remember, when Jessica Cruz had to earn her hourglass several issues back, her trainer was Guy Gardner. And she knocked the crap out of him. After that, she earned his respect by standing up. So they eventually took care of Henshaw, or at least they thought they took care of him. Because then one of the Guardians says, gone. The Phantom Ring is no longer a Mogo. So where is it? And Jordan says, you sure? And the Guardian says, I invented the Phantom Ring, Lantern Jordan. I am quite capable of detecting its departure. Meaning Earth. Henshaw is heading for Earth. See, they thought they took care of him, but they didn't. So Henshaw arrives on Earth. And then starts this. Death has come! Ah! And that was Green Lantern 56. It was a really good issue. The art was terrific. My only complaint about it was this cover. I mean, it's nice and everything, but I really think that DC wasted their money on these foil covers because it just looks silly. Anyways, this is Green Lantern 56. There's one more issue in this series, because after that, this series was finished, and I will do a review on 57, hopefully soon. I haven't done a review in quite a while, so I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you didn't pick up the Green Lantern series, I hope you at least get the issues in trade paperback at your local comic store. And remember to support your local comic store. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Please do like and share this video. Give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave your comments. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. Till next time, true readers, keep on reading because that is what keeps the mind active. I'm Michael, again, for Spirit Comics.